All right, hello everyone. This is episode 7 of the Ramblin Rebels podcast.
Up?
Today is just going to be me and Noah, and we're just going to be talking about, some stuff that's going on this week. We got a football game coming up on Friday.
We do. It's 2 hours away. It's pretty far.
Where is it going to be at?
It's we play against Varnado. I don't know the exact location. I just know we're playing at Varnado High School.
That's awesome. Well, today is the 27th. We're recording this on Thursday. Halloween, right?
It's
Halloween's
Halloween,
coming up. It's
yeah.
Halloween
Halloween's
season.
coming up, and I have a bone to pick.
A bone to pick. That's
Yes.
pretty. That's pretty.
All right. So, I am a little upset because we are not allowed to wear costumes.
We're not.
on Halloween.
We are not allowed. I think Monday, since Monday is Halloween and we do have school Monday, but Tuesday we are off. I think we should celebrate, I think we should celebrate Monday by dressing up and, showing off our costumes, with exceptions, obviously.
Well, yeah. There's always gonna be an exception. Like you can't go to school with
You can't bring weapons to school.
You can't bring
like
weapons to
masks,
school.
I would understand, But I think we should have just a little nice themed day,
Yeah.
Just kind of like I know my costume is Finn the Human from Adventure Time. So I just got a t-shirt, I got a little hat, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
I would be joining the hype bus with the Jeffrey Dahmer show. I would dress up as him.
As Jeffrey.
Start doing the dance and
Oh,
stuff.
man.
Yeah.
You don't have glasses, huh? You need to
I
get
do.
some glasses. You do?
I do. I
Wow.
have some glasses just like him.
Is that you're gonna be your fit for Halloween?
That is gonna be my fit for Halloween.
That's wonderful. What do you think about have you heard any good stories recently, or anything that you want to share about Halloween?
About Halloween. They got that new Halloween Ends movie.
Halloween Ends is
that
coming out.
new Halloween Ends movie. I want to go see it so bad.
I agree, honestly. I remember, what was the last one that came out? It was something.
Smile.
It was what?
Wait, no.
No.
you talking about Halloween?
The last Halloween movie, yeah. It was
The last Halloween movie came out in the 90s.
No.
It was.
There was one recently.
There was one recently.
Yeah, it was 2019, 2018.
Probably around there.
Yeah. I know that one was good, so I'm assuming it looks
Yeah.
like it'd be pretty similar. But what's your favorite horror movie, Noah?
My favorite horror movie. Okay. So judge me if y'all want, but I really don't like horror movies that much.
Whoa, that's a hot take. That is a hot
Because-
take section right here.
I just really I can't do them.
Just you can't do them. You
I
scared
can't
of
do
them,
it
or
because
is
it messes with my brain.
Oh,
I don't know, but if I ever had to choose one, the scariest one, it would probably be one from the Conjuring series, because those
Yeah.
things are
They say those are real, huh?
brutal.
They say they're real too. That's pretty.
They're real.
I know.
Okay,
Growing up, I used to be around a lot of my last name is Meyers, so I would be subject to Michael Myers. I found out what Michael Myers was at a really young age. I was 5, but nowadays everybody knows who that is.
yeah.
But I was watching those movies pretty much in elementary school and stuff. I thought that was the coolest thing. I thought Halloween was the best one. Halloween, Jason. I didn't really watch too much Nightmare on Elm Street.
The Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, that's one I did with
Yeah,
that one was awesome.
Yeah, that
Freddy
is a pretty
Krueger and
good
stuff.
it's a pretty good story. I remember Saw and Jigsaw and stuff. It just kind of was
I
it
never
was more
watched that one.
disturbing than anything else. It was really gory and it wasn't a scare factor. It was just really disturbing and
Yeah.
but Chucky, that was pretty disturbing as well, and scary. It was a good
I
mix of both.
think I've watched Chucky. I watched a couple of them. I think Chucky is the funniest thing.
Chucky,
ever.
yeah.
He just looks like a clown. He just looks.
I mean, yeah, he's a little doll
not-
with red hair, and
he just. I don't know. He just makes me.
it's
laugh.
kind of like the comedy relief of
Yeah.
horror movies,
He's just
like
he's
how
just a little-
Jason and Michael Myers are silent, and then the Freddy Krueger talks a little bit, but Chucky is just He's
a
a doll.
doll.
Yeah. So there's not too much. Honestly, horror movies are kind of like average to me. I remember one that I really liked when I watched it was The Babadook. Uh, but that was like 2015, 16 movie, I think. I don't know. I don't remember when that came out, but that was one that I really liked, to be honest.
Right.
I don't like all of the like super mainstream ones that much.
Yeah.
Like they're okay, and I'd watch them, but they're not like scary. Like Insidious was really good.
Insidious.
Insidious.
I've heard of that one being really scary.
That one was really good. Insidious 1 for sure, and then all the Paranormal Activities would freak me out. Paranormal Activities were some of my favorite movies.
See, that's why I can't do it, because you give 'em that real stuff.
Yeah. And it's portrayed like one of them. I know one of the Insidious movies. I mean, not Insidious, Paranormal Activity movies. They use like an Xbox Kinect to show, like from the Kinect point of view on the like under the TV in the living room. They showed like the little green dots all over the place for the Kinect, and you could see like shadows moving through them, and it was really creative. That was a good, well-made movie, and like it freaked a lot of people out. Like I could barely sit through the first Paranormal Activity. It was bad.
Yeah, that's.
So like, you would say like Halloween and like horror movies aren't up there with your favorites? Like, what kind of movies do you like to watch?
I like to watch movies, like old movies, like The 300, Troy,
No, I love those
stuff like
movies.
that. And I like the Hobbit and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Those
those movies are really good. Honestly, I know one thing I really liked was Aragon, but that's a really old movie, and it's the book. They took what was like they had a dragon, right? And the
Right.
dragon in the movie, it looked like it had feathers and like hair and stuff, but in the
Mhm.
book, it was clearly just like a scaly dragon, and it
Right.
was kind of like weird. But once you read the book, you were like, man, that was kind of like the movie was pretty bad compared to what was going on in the book. Like they had a whole war.
They have a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
Like where the movie is worse than the book.
A lot worse. Man, like I think Maze Runner was like that too. But the movie was good. I like the Maze Runner movie.
The Maze Runner movie was pretty good. See, there's one movie that's better than the book that I'll probably get made for. Hunger Games.
You think the Hunger Games movie's better?
I think the Hunger Games movie is harder to follow, but I think it like you could
Yeah.
understand what's going on better.
Yeah. That makes sense for that, especially because they're in like a forest, and you can't
Yeah.
really. It's hard to imagine like how far away someone is. But I mean, I get what you mean. Like some movies make it like easier to understand stories and stuff.
Right.
The Poo Dog movies, I think that should be made into a novel.
100%.
You know, we had him on last episode.
If Emil is listening to this right now, write a book.
Write a book, literally. Write a book. Because if you write a book and that could blast off, and then you could actually get the money to make
A real
a
movie.
real movie. Like,
That would be fire.
yeah. I mean, you know, his career's already taken off pretty
For
well.
sure.
He's got, like, how many subscribers? Like, 2,000, something like that?
100%.
So, like, yeah. He's pretty set off for now, and he's got a creative genius. But what's some of the, like, favorite stories you've heard growing
you
up?
mean,
Like
like-
campfire stories, like
campfire stories.
like scary stories.
Dang, bruh. You put me on the spot.
Is there like Louisiana ones that you hear about, or like other places?
I mean, I've heard like some Chuck E. Cheese horror stories. Like,
Chuck E. Cheese.
yeah, like whenever the Chuck E. Cheese guy. See, I used to play like Five Nights at Freddy's, so I get like Chuck E. Cheese nightmares. all the time. I could
Animatronics,
not be in Chuck E. Cheese by that thing.
Man, I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese until like about a year ago. No,
A year ago?
not even.
Yo,
like
where was
6
your childhood?
6 months. I didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese, dude. I did not. First time I went was like 6-7 months ago, and it was so weird. I was like, I felt like I was in the game, bruh. Like I was, it was just straight out of Five Nights at Freddy's, dog. I did not like that at all. I was weirded out the entire time.
So I'm saying I can't go to Chuck E. Cheese. And then the pizza's mid.
That's a conspiracy theory a lot of people have, is that they take pizza that was thrown away and they just like Frankenstein it together because it never looks right.
No, it never looks right. It tastes like rubber.
Yeah, it's like nasty and like not good. Honestly, like a 2 out of 10. Like
2 out of 10.
it's edible,
I'd give it a
but
0.
it's edible, but like it's a lot of people. That's like a theory that people have that they just take it out the trash can when people throw it away and just Frankenstein it together, put it together, and give it to someone
It's
else.
disgusting.
It's I really miss whenever pizza was like, what was all right. What was your opinion on Sicily's in Laplace?
Sicily's in Laplace
Personally,
was
I
my
really liked it.
favorite place to go to eat.
It was really
Because they
good.
had anything you wanted, you felt like eating that day.
Mm-hmm.
You want some pizza? Go eat some pizza.
Breadsticks, cheese sticks. They had mac and cheese in there.
They had mac and cheese. They had, sometimes they have like little chickens. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was good. And then they had ice cream.
And then they had ice cream,
Yeah,
and the
and it was
dessert
all-
pizza was fire.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I
went
say
to-
Sicily's reopens, please.
yeah, please, honestly, Sicily's was really good.
Why
I
do
would
you think
go as
they're
far
not
to say.
reopening?
I have no idea, man, but I would go as far to say that Sicily's is better than like Cece's. Cece's was pretty good, but Sicily's just has that, like, Sicily's just has that taste. It's only Sicily's that's that good. Maybe it's because I grew up going to
Yeah,
Sicily's,
that-
but like, I
I
have a
just-
bias for
it's-
sure.
It's just stuck entered into my brain. Like, Sicily was awesome.
It was,
And
like,
I
every
don't
time.
remember how much it costed to just go eat there
I think it was
for like one meal.
maybe $10 a person, something like that, somewhere around there.
$10 a
and
person.
then I
And then
remember,
you could eat whatever you want, all you want
I remember
for a whole meal.
you could, if you were like 12 or younger or something like that,
get
you
it
would
for
eat
free.
cheaper. Man, I would walk in there. I was 13. I would shrink down. I would crouch down a little bit. I would act like I
Yeah.
was swell. Man, it worked so many times. I love eating at Sicily's. And then they had the back where they had all the games and stuff.
Oh yeah, the games, they never worked.
Yeah, most of them were kind of broken, but it was okay. You got those little rubber bouncy balls.
Oh
from
yeah,
the-
100%. Always had the little rubber bouncy balls,
Sure.
the little sticky hands.
Yeah, straight out of
That thing was
Sicily's,
fun.
dude. Man.
So, off of like the horror, the pizza, the food topic,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel about the band competition y'all just had?
Oh man, that was so much fun. There's nothing. I will stand by that. There's no better feeling than like you just stand there in silence, and you have to stay silent until you get the overall. Like, okay, so the way they did it for this one is how they used to do it. So they would say Riverside Academy, and then Mason would call the entire band that's sitting in the stands. They would call us all to attention. Mason would do that because he's the co-captain. Me, Jeremy, and Emil were on the field. We would go to attention with them, and then they would call out everything. They would go auxiliary, 1, percussion, 1, and there was that pause in between too, so it would like make your nerves bad. Overall band, he waited like 5 seconds. 1, and then everybody started freaking out. It was just like it's the most like I don't know, man. It's just we didn't expect to do as good as we've done this year. Like, this is a good year that we've done.
Every time I've talked to you, y'all said
It's
these
just
superiors.
yes.
Superiors.
It's just
superiors.
it's great, dude. I don't know how to describe it, but
How many schools was in this one?
it was a good bit, and some of the ones that were in 3A and like 2, like we were in 1A, right?
Yeah.
And some of the people that were in 2A and 3A, we outmarched them after we sat there and watched. We outmarched them like people in 3A, and like nobody did it like we did.
You know why? Because y'all work hard.
We do, we really do. I think marching is like one of the biggest focuses that we have. Making it sound good, being able to shape the music, knowing when to go soft to loud and loud to soft. Just making the music sound pretty. But as other times whenever we came to that volleyball game, that pink volleyball game, I think
it was the pink game.
Yeah, man, we just brought in a bunch of drums and just
Had fun.
had fun. Exactly. So
I even beat it on the drums a little bit.
yeah, I don't even know how to play the drums, and I had the bass drum at first, and then I said, you know what, Emil, let's go get the quads, and I played the quads. That was fun, honestly, and I think we would do it again, personally. I know volleyball is having their
Yeah, volleyball's about to start the
Playoffs,
playoffs next
yeah.
week.
I think
You,
volleyball has been pretty
I think
pretty good.
volleyball has a chance this year to go to state
Yeah.
and win something.
Mhm.
And their district co like they're sharing the district championship.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's amazing for them.
That was a really fun game to watch. The ping game it was a really good game. Like it would go back and forth, but we ended up beating them, huh? 3-0, I think.
Yeah,
Like it would go
we
back
three
and
to
forth
zero.
between like in the games, but it was a good game.
It really was.
And then we had a student section that was pretty good. You know.
Yeah, the student section for the volleyball games, the football games is always they're always hype,
Yeah.
no matter what.
It kind of makes me sad that they kind of die off after a little while. Like halfway
Yeah,
through the game, some of them
sometimes they
leave.
go low and sometimes they go high.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I just tried to look it up, but I think they're number 5
Mhm.
in the state right now.
That's pretty good.
So I think they get a first round bye. I don't know how volleyball works for that, but number 5 is really good.
Yeah.
Out of
That's in
24
the
teams,
Yeah,
that's really good.
that is very good. I know it was mentioned at one point that we would be able to come back, like bring more drums, and I was thinking next time if we are able to come in for one of the district games, we could take out a couple instruments instead of just drums. So like I
Oh
would take
yeah,
out my tuba, Emil could take out the quads, something like that. Just like whoever can go can go. Not
I
like a
can take out
mandatory.
my belly.
Yeah,
Use my belly as a
yeah,
drum.
you could. But I'm really excited for the participation and stuff this year has been like really good.
I think
I like
Riverside has its pride back.
Yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming back. It might take like this year to really like settle in, and then next year I feel like it'll be a lot. We have like a student section.
Yeah, we
That's
have an actual
crazy.
student section. Dude, they bring the megaphones to the football games
Yeah.
and start yelling at the players on the field.
Deja, Corinne, like all of them.
Cameron
They're
Lowe, yeah,
yeah.
they're funny, bro.
They have the megaphones and they say all kinds of chants. They're like, "Oh, you can't do that." They do everything, dude. It's really
hilarious.
you can't really boo at football games, like especially for the band. Like we don't boo, no matter what the play call or like the flag call is. But they're pretty creative over there. They came up with the all hail Bill thing.
Oh hell,
Every
bro.
time you get a touchdown, it's just
You know, I scored my first touchdown
yes,
last week,
that was crazy.
and I heard them in the student section. Oh hell, Noah.
Yeah,
Oh hell.
dude, it's so great. It's wonderful, honestly. I think We Are Riverside, We Are Run's really coming back together.
I'm
But
happy for that.
I what's your favorite like time of the year, like season?
Time of
Like
the
I know
year?
you do like track and
Okay.
stuff like that, but like what's your favorite time of the year?
So, I like the spring first of all because it's around my birthday,
Mhm.
and I just like the way it feels. It's like in the middle. It's not scorching hot, but it's not like cold as hell.
Right.
I like the way that feels.
Yeah. I really like I really like it when it's cold. I really
like when it's cold?
I love cold. Being able
Why?
to wear because okay, when it's hot outside, you don't really get a choice much where you wear. You're stuck wearing like a t-shirt and some shorts. Right?
I
When
like
it's
that.
when it's super hot outside, but like I like to have some variety in what I wear. So like if I want to wear like long sleeves under like a shirt or like a jacket over that and then like I don't know, a beanie, something like
A
that.
beanie?
Like I'm a huge beanie fan.
You're
Honestly.
a beanie guy?
I'm a beanie guy for
No
sure.
way.
I
How many
love
beanies do you
beanies.
have?
I have I think I have 3 beanies and I'm a huge bucket hat guy too.
Bucket hat?
I
How
have,
many bucket hats?
I
do you
have 5 bucket hats.
I'm just a hat guy. I have a
I
bunch of
love
type of hats, like baseball hats and stuff like that. I got too many.
Yeah.
My house is getting redone, and I had like a full box of just hats.
I love hats, dude. I think like your outfit really shows what kind of person you are. Like if you walk around and you're wearing like
Teachers, please excuse the interruption. I need the following students to report for Fall Fest work. Go to the elementary office. Cameron Loving, Thomas on the show.
All right, that was Fall Fest announcements.
Thank you, Miss Beth.
Thank you, Miss Beth. But you know, honestly, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, beanies. Yeah, hats.
Beanies.
I love
And
hats.
No, we were talking about how your outfit.
Yeah,
shows
yeah,
who
yeah.
you
Your
are.
outfit really shows who you are. You know, like if you walk around. That's another thing I really don't like when people walk around when they have like band shirts and they have no idea what songs. Like if you can name 5 songs a band plays, then you should wear the shirt. You know, like if you wear an Aerosmith shirt and you don't know 5 songs that Aerosmith made, that's kind of like a fake fan. You know.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so I don't have a Aerosmith shirt, but I have an AC/DC shirt. And somebody asked me in public one time to name 5 songs, and I did.
You did.
I did.
Name 5 songs.
Right now,
Yeah.
okay, Hell's Bells, Back in Black,
Uh huh.
Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
Dang. I
Oh,
got me
that's
caught.
it. You got 3.
I got 3.
You got 3.
Thunderstruck.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
You stuck on 4?
I'm stuck
Man,
on 4.
you know, I just.
Oh, Shook All Night.
There you go.
Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
AC/DC fan right there. Huge
AC/DC fan.
AC/DC. But
don't
you
listen
know, I listen to a lot of I listen to a lot of like rock stuff like that. Like
You do?
Red Hot Chili Peppers, I have a lot of their shirts. I like Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot.
What's your favorite type of band? Like, what do you listen to on the daily?
On the daily, you know, my music taste ranges. It's like so far. You know, I've come to appreciate all types of music, except K-pop. I cannot listen to K-pop.
Thank you.
I cannot listen to K-pop.
I cannot
That is a hot
listen
take.
to K-pop.
I can't. I really can't. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and it just does not happen.
I've never tried. I listened to it one time on accident and I turned it off immediately.
Yeah, I mean I can't. You know, I like rock. I like pop. I like rap. I
country?
like yeah. Some country is good. You know, I will be the first to admit country is not that bad.
That is my favorite.
Country is not
like
that
country
bad.
music.
You know, it's not just like a stereotypical like this that in the same song, but it's like some of it's like pretty groovy, honestly.
Yeah.
Some of it's pretty good. And I've grown up listening to a lot of it on the radio
Yeah.
just because that's what I'm around. So like I know a lot of old country songs like a Dolly Parton,
Mhm.
Johnny Cash, like stuff like that. Like I know a lot of that stuff. I don't know more of the newer stuff like what Morgan Wallen and Luke
Mhm.
Combs and stuff, but I'm sure it's not like it seems like it's the same stuff every song, but it's really not.
It's really.
It changes up a pretty good amount. But I really can appreciate almost all
What's your
music
favorite artist
of all time?
of all time?
Favorite artist of all time. That's really good. That's a really hard question. You know, I think Avenged Sevenfold. That's a rock band. I think they're really underrated. You know,
What
it
was
was
the
really
name?
big. Avenged Sevenfold. They made a lot of songs for like Call of Duty, like when Zombies
Oh, yeah,
came out.
yeah,
Like it was like a long. Like,
Oh, that band?
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
They made Mad Hatter for Black Ops 4. They made Call of the Dead. You know, they make a bunch of like rock music, and it's really personally I think that's my favorite band. I don't know if I have any shirts for them at all. I might have like one, but I didn't buy it.
You
It
didn't
probably
buy it.
came from my brother. Cause he's the one that got me into it. But what about you? What's your favorite artist?
Artist, I'm gonna have to go with Chris Stapleton.
Chris
I
Stapleton.
love Chris Stapleton.
What kind of music does that make?
That is country music.
Country
Like
music?
Tennessee whiskey and all that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, I think music is a very big part of everything. You know, it's a very important thing in society
100%.
to like music. everyone can get down to some Earth, Wind and Fire September, like you play it at a party, like everybody's friends with each other at that point, like that's
Yeah,
just
100%.
is just wonderful, stuff like that.
Okay. On the topic of music, when do you think you should listen to Christmas music? When do you think you should start listening to
Okay.
it?
It is Halloween coming up, but I'm a very big Christmas guy. I love Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Halloween, dressing up, doing that stuff, but Christmas has to be my favorite holiday of all time.
Really?
Yes. I have to say I like Christmas more than Halloween. Because Christmas.
Even more than Easter?
Christmas. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
100%. Easter and Halloween are pretty much the same thing, but opposites. Right? You get candy in both, but it's two opposite vibes.
Okay.
Halloween's like dark and scary. Easter is like a bunny comes up and spring,
Okay, I've never heard it that way, but
It makes
see where you're
sense.
coming
It makes
from. I
sense,
see where you're
right?
coming
You get candy for both. But Christmas, it's you can either see it as it's so cold outside you want to stay inside and just chill, drink hot cocoa, or it's snowing outside you want to go outside and like make snowmen.
Okay, it's never gonna be the second option because we live in Louisiana.
That's true.
But
We do live in Louisiana, but it's the idea of it. I haven't started.
Teachers, I need Kaylee Ooh and Neil Barnyard to report to the elementary office. Kaylee Ooh and Neil Barnyard.
Thank you, Miss Beth.
thank you, Ms. Beth.
But anyway, I personally haven't started listening to it, but
I have.
I can see it coming very soon. Just
I have
whenever it
started
starts.
listening to Christmas music about a week ago.
Yeah,
I only listened to like one song, but still.
Mariah Carey. Look, there's always time for Mariah
Michael
Carey.
Bublé.
Yeah, Michael Bublé, Mariah Carey. There's always time for that. Personally,
Always
Frosty
time.
the Snowman, one of the best Christmas songs of all time. Jingle Bell Rock, also one of the best songs of all time. Honestly,
Come
I love Jingle Bell Rock. It is such a good song.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Exactly,
jingle
that's what
bell
I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Christmas is, we're this is based around Halloween. This podcast, it's Halloween time, getting there. This is the last one before Halloween. So what are you going as on Monday? Are you going trick or treating at all?
I don't know. I might, but if I do, like I said, I'm going as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Because of the hype.
Uh huh.
But
I wonder how
I don't
much
think I
candy
won't
you would
get. I don't think I will get any candy
Yeah.
just because I'm
Who-
a 6
who
foot two,
would-
235 pound 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna think I'm like 25.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, who would get the reference? It would be a lot of like younger people, and I feel like we would have to live in like California for a lot of people to get that.
100%.
Because that stuff is like really popular. Or like, where did that show take place?
That show took place. I think it was in Cali. I'm not sure
It
though.
might have been. I don't know. Well, wherever that took place, I'm sure that would be I don't know. That might be a sensitive topic there, but
Might be.
I don't know. I feel like Halloween's just like a do whatever you want kind of thing. Like I don't care about the candy. Like I'm going just to like walk around. It's nighttime. You get to walk around and do
Walk
whatever
around
you want.
at nighttime and just chill.
Yeah, exactly. Halloween's a
whatever you
very
want.
relaxing.
It's just a relaxing
Holiday.
day.
Yeah, it is. And that's another reason. I think we should personally be able to wear costumes on Monday.
100%.
So, that's our final idea leaving off this podcast. This was kind of a longer one because we got into
We got into a lot.
everything. I don't even remember what we talked
What
about.
did we not get into?
Exactly. So, yep, next week we're going to have a new guest. It's going to be Tay Drake and Grace Trepagnier, your sister.
They're going to be second team for the podcast.
Yes, Team B.
Team B.
So, and also another thing that we have coming in the very near future is 3 minutes interviews with Coach Lee.
They're not just going to be with Coach Lee. It's going to be called Coach's Corner. And
Yep.
it's going to be around 2 or 3 minutes just talking with the coaches or just talking to them about like how they feel the games went, and then we're gonna ask them a random question at the end.
Yep, just a quick, catch up every week just to make sure everybody knows what's going on. That's meant to be like, what's going on with sports. Now, this podcast might be about Emil, or this podcast might be about the band, or this podcast might be about other things like that. But, we're subject to whatever you guys really want us to do. So leave it in the comments. Any suggestions, anything else that we could do. And thank you for listening, and have a good day.